back to At Home with Sonia, your go-to destinations for all things home. I'm Sonia, for those of you stopping by for the very first time, and today I'm beyond excited because I'm sharing an early spring decorating marathon. With Easter just around the corner, it's the perfect time to infuse your home with a touch of seasonal charm and creativity. So if you're ready to transform your space and get inspired, you're in the right place. So stick around till the end to see how everything comes together in a stunning showcase of early spring and Easter magic. I guarantee it'll leave you inspired to bring a touch of the season into your home. So grab your hot beverage, cozy up, and let's embark on this decorating journey together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you'll never miss out on our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's dive into the early spring and Easter decor marathon. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you along as I decorate my front porch, and I thought I'd show my face today because I haven't done that in such a long time. So I'm going to be taking apart all of my winter greens and all the winter decor that I have had up since after Christmas, and I'm going to bring in some life and color because we still have a ton of snow and it's slowly melting. It's a beautiful day today. I only have a little bit of sunlight left, so I'm trying to squeeze this in at the end of the day to record it. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna take all the greens out, clean it up, and then I'm going to decorate it, like I said, for spring. For Easter, actually. There is going to be a spring decorate with me later when I can actually add flowers. I'm going to start off by removing all the greens out of the pots and putting them in the compost bags for the garbage to take them. I don't think they're ready to take them yet, but they will be ready when they are ready. I think they start collection April 1st. And then I'm going to get rid of all the winter decor, sweep up, and then start decorating. I just want to say, if you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. My name is Sonia, and here on this channel you'll find lots of decorating ideas and cleaning and organizing motivation. So if this is something that you think you might enjoy, I would love it if you considered subscribing, pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. I have already shared my spring home tour, spring and Easter home tour, which I will link up in the sky, so you can check it out if you want to see how I decorated inside of my house.
I know that I haven't been who I was.
I'm just adding a little bit more dirt into these pots just to raise it up because I have these bunnies that I want to put in there, and I need it to be a little bit higher.
Be the one you can trust. I feel so useless because I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, because I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I would.
The front porch definitely could use some pressure washing, but like I said, the weather's not quite there yet. I'm worried that it would freeze overnight, so I am just sweeping it up for now. And here is the wreaths that I'm going to be using for my front doors. I've had these for a while, and my other one, because I have two of them, kind of looks like it needs a little bit of TLC, so I might see if I can find some eggs to add to it. The wind can be quite strong, especially in springtime, so I think that's what happened to this wreath from last year.
I just don't know what to do if you go. I've been so selfish and made you believe
Because there is so much snow and there's going to be a ton of melting, I do need some sort of a mat here, but I didn't want to put any of these brown mats. So I did make this one, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and it's just so much better for muddy paws especially. It doesn't show mud as well as the other ones would. So for spring, this is the mat I'm going to be using. Then I brought out my big sign. I DIY'd this over on my DIY channel as well several years back, and I am going to switch that out with a chair, just because I think there's less chances of it being blown out of the corner than over leaning at the edge of by the door, because that would go flying off. And then another DIY that I have that I'm using is my pillow cover. I use my Cricut to make this pillow cover, as well as some drop cloth from Dollarama. And I just love the way this pillow turned out. I did do this, I think it was last year or the year before, on my DIY channel. So if you want to see any of these DIYs, make sure you check out the Easter and spring playlist over on my DIY channel, and you can find all of these in there and so many more.
That you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never.
Now, because it is too cold and I cannot add actual real flowers into my pots, I saw this idea on several different Pinterest pages, and I thought I put my own spin on it and kind of recreate somewhat of what that looked like. So I had these, what are they called? The vine wreaths, because I bought new ones for my fall decor. So I took these apart. They used to be my fall ones, and I am using them now in here. And then I'm adding some forsythias as well as some willow branches in here. And then I'm also going to add some fake greenery and some bunnies.
I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you go.
I think this turned out so cute. I think it's a great addition, a great thing to use for Easter when you can plant flowers. And then once Easter's done, it should be warm enough that I can add maybe some pansies or some other flowers that can withstand frost.
I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me.
Another DIY that can be found on my DIY channel is this basket, hanging basket. I did this several years back, so I'll see if I can find it and link it. So I wanted to add some fall flowers to it, just springtime, so I kind of played around with what I wanted to add.
Here, I want more out of life. The longer we stay here, our boots get stuck in the mud. Let's pack up a life, baby, and call it a night. 'Cause the longer we stay here, the harder the fight. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark, ain't nothing but a one way. We won't regret this, let's kiss the past goodbye. I'm longing to live this free life I've been hearing about. You will see us howling like wolves in the night. 'Cause nothing is stronger than wanting what you might get. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey.
So I do think I like the way this is turning out. I know sometimes in my case I can make things look a little bit tacky, but I think this was just right. I really like all the spring colors in it, and the addition of carrots just gave it that extra color. So I would love to know what you guys think. It's all done. It's very simple, very minimal in my opinion, but I love it the way it looks. It looks open and airy and fresh for spring. I also want to mention just before I leave, because I know somebody will say something, I do have a non-smoking sticker on my door that is new, and it is because I had just recently got a license to run a home daycare, and the whole property has to be smoke and vape free. So that's what the stickers are there for. They're here and on my side door. So like I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me down a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, yeah, follow the spark, ain't nothing but a one way. Ain't no worries, ain't no worries. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you? Oh, 'cause as long as we're together, home can be a million different things. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark, ain't nothing but a one way. Yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark.
I have taken down all of the decor that was in the kitchen so I can give it a good wipe down. I also need to clean the sink just before we start decorating, so that way the space is nice and clean. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Sonia, and we have recently just redid our kitchen, and I have added this farmhouse sink, which I absolutely love, but it is a never-ending cleaning thing. I have to scrub it down almost every single day, just making sure all the scuffs and the little yellowing is all gone. I do cook quite a bit at home. My kids eat most of their meals at home, so there's a lot of hustle and bustle in this sink, so it does get quite messy. And I do find that coffee, if you dump it in and for some reason the sink is closed, it just stains it. Now luckily I do have this Norwex paste that takes everything off, even the scuffs, and it makes it look brand spanking new. I heard that you can also use Barkeeper Secret, I think it's called, and the Wim with bleach works really well. Wim with bleach, also the creamy one, works really well if your countertops get stained. Mine are quartz and they seem to once in a while get stains on them that no cleaner can remove them. If you just put a little bit of it on it, it comes right off. I wouldn't necessarily clean the whole counter with that because I was worried that it'll strip the coating off, but little bits where you have a stain or maybe even a scuff, the Wim works really well. You can use that, but you can also use the paste as well if you want. Sometimes though, if one time I spilled turmeric powder and I went to wipe it down, but we all know turmeric, when you wipe it, it just goes all yellow. So the Wim with bleach worked a little bit better to get that off. But to polish off my quartz, I am using the Method Granite and Stone Cleaner, and this works really well, especially if you give it a little bit of elbow grease and buff it out. Then it makes it all nice and shiny and streak free. I also use it to wipe down my faucets as well. These faucets for some reason are showing up water stains a little bit more than I would have liked it to, and also right around the faucet there's always a little bit of yellowing, so that's what I'm doing here, just cleaning up that with my Norwex paste. As much as I love my quartz countertop and my big farmer's sink, they sure are a lot more work than your regular laminate countertop and just a stainless steel sink. So I'm continuing over here just to wipe everything down, polish it off before I get into cleaning. I also want to say, if you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. Like I mentioned, my name is Sonia and this is my home channel where I share tons of decorating, cleaning, and organizing inspiration. So if you think this is something that you are going to be enjoying watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also make sure that notification bell is on, so that way you don't miss out when my uploads come on. They have been a little wonky. Typically I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around noonish, but they have been all over the place. I have been setting up my home to welcome children to my daycare again, and I have been so occupied with a lot of interviews and all this stuff, so these past couple weeks have been a little wonky. I'm hoping that everything kind of settles down very soon, because I am starting on Monday and kind of get back right into the normal schedule that I've had. I hope I can still keep it up with having kids here for 50 hours a week, but it should work. I have a plan and I am time blocking myself, so I should be able to follow through and still bring you tons of content. Well, pretty much the same as I was. So I have started decorating. I really wanted to get some new stems to go into this vase, but I haven't been able to find any that I really like. There was nothing at HomeSense. The Dollarama was slim pickings, and Michael's had nothing that I liked. So, and that's pretty much the extent of greenery here in town. I could have probably ordered something off of Amazon, but that would have meant I had to be on top of things and been organized. So I am using what I have. I do love these little white flowers. I was using them, if you watched my mudroom video, I did use them in there, but I swapped them out for some forsythias in there. I thought it would be cheerful and bright in the mudroom, and I brought these over here in this room. If I find anything by the time home tour goes up, I will share that. And as you saw, I also added my Mickey shaped candle holder that came from Disney World, and some eggs, ceramic eggs from HomeSense, as well as the little bunny that was an upcycle from a thrifted item. I really like the way that looks. I do want to get a new tray for there as well, so all in good time. Over here in the corner, I am going to add a pop of yellow color in here. This will be a color of summer as well, so I'm hoping to get a long while with this decoration in this corner. These are tulips. I absolutely love this particular greenery. The tulips look really good. I can't remember where I got that from. I want to say Michael's, but I'm not 100% sure. I am adding some just white eggs and some white speckled eggs into this bowl. I have recently purchased this bowl from a thrift store. It was $3 and it was very much something that I've been looking for in this space. I'm slowly gathering items for this kitchen that I want to kind of keep here and just swap out what's in them. But it's been taking me a little while to find the perfect pieces, and that bowl was absolutely perfect when I saw it. And over here I am adding again, I had this watering can with some herb like greenery in this corner before, so I just added that now, and I swapped out the pear for a bunny. And I also added the sign, but you will also see me adding the sign somewhere else just to try it out, but I ended up just adding it back. Over in this corner, I keep my mixer, and I've been really loving having this mixer accessible all the time. Before we did our kitchen, this mixer was in the basement, so it took me I had to go down to the basement to bring it back up. Then I had moved it into my pantry closet that I had in my mudroom, but having it here, I have definitely been using it a lot more, and I love adding little kitchen linen to them. That's kind of theme based. I think that just adds also color to the corner, and I love it. Now for my little book holder, I would like to find a kind of a spring cookbook that I can add. If you know of any, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to find one that maybe includes some spring baking or maybe even some herb style book. So if you know of any, let me know down in the comments. Now over here is my little coffee station, so I just refilled my little bottles. I have bought these bottles at Dollar Tree. I was looking for, I really like those really fancy ones that everybody has on Instagram. They're glass and they have a really fancy topper, but for me to get them to Canada, they are 2 for $50, which I think is just ridiculous. So I opted for these, and I just I might down the road create better labels for them, but they really work here for this space. The size is perfect, so I am just sticking to them for now. And then I just added a little bit of greenery in a corner just for that pop of color and texture. And now I'm going to, I tried a couple different things in the corner, but I didn't love them. So I am just going to leave it as is. As you can see, don't love the little bunny wreath there. So I'm just gonna leave it as is and move on to my 2 shelves. So I do love all the different textures, the pops of color that are in here. I've got stone, I've got wood, I've got ceramics, and I've got greenery. All the things I love to add in a decor space. So if you had enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you know of that book that I'm looking for, and make sure you check out my spring playlist, which has tons of more decorating ideas for this year. And make sure you stay tuned for that home tour that is coming up soon, and so make sure that bell is on so you don't miss it. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching. I have taken everything off, as you can see, and placed items that I am planning on reusing and putting back on the hutch on my table, and I'm going to dust it before I decorate. This way I know that it's nice and clean, since I don't dust it on a weekly basis. I love the way this hutch looks. I think it's perfect for my new dining room space because it's the right size. I didn't want anything that was overly too big here, because we do eat most dinners here when we're together. I did thrift this cabinet and I made it over. I have a video over on my DIY channel where I show you how I did that. It was quite simple, but I think the transformation was amazing. If you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, my name is Sonia, and on this channel you will find tons of decorating inspiration sprinkled in with some cleaning and organizing. If this is something that you think you will enjoy watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. I still have many spring and Easter decorating videos coming your way in next week or so, so make sure that bell is turned on so you get notified when those videos drop in. I'm going to start here at the top, and I'm going to be adding these framed bunnies. I had DIY'd this over on my DIY channel. Like I mentioned, a lot of my decor is DIY'd, but this hutch has a lot of sentimental pieces on it as well, which I will go through them and let you know which one they are and where they came from. But a lot of stuff is DIY as well, thrifted items that I made over, or just simply decor pieces that I've had for a while and just gave them a new life. I think it's a great way to stay on the budget for decorating. Especially I decorate for every single season, and sometimes it can get really expensive to go out and buy all new items. Even as much as I would love to get all that, there are just sometimes that's just not something that's in the budget sometimes. This scale came from, it was thrifted as well. Actually, my friend picked it up from a Facebook marketplace for, I think it was $7, and then I just painted it black to kind of go with my decor. And then I'm going to add this piece of driftwood. Now this is the Sentimental piece. For years, when my kids were younger, I think it was for about 10 years straight, every summer we had rented a same cottage on a same lake. Like I said, it's exactly the same cottage, and we spent a week there every summer. That is one of our family's favorite vacation spots, and so many memories were created at this cottage with my kids. So the last time we went, I had picked up a couple pieces of driftwood because it was such beautiful driftwood always at this cottage. So I picked it up. One is in my garden, and then one I kept for the inside, and it's been moved from my fireplace, and now it had found home on top of my dining room hutch, and I think it looks perfect here. It adds extra warmth to the room and extra texture. Now I'm going to add more sentimental pieces, and this is my fine china, which was a wedding gift from my husband's grandmother, who is no longer with us. And I just love the way this china looks against the hutch. I think it's just the right amount of pop of color here, and I just love it. We do use this china as well. It's not one of those pieces that I never get to use. I have made a conscious effort to use it more, especially in the past year, and I am looking forward to using it even more this year. I had picked up these wooden bunnies at HomeSense a couple years back, and I think they are perfect to go with my driftwood and the warmer tones of wood that I'm going to be using in this decor. Now for the bottom part, I wanted to add a little bit more color to it, so I'm going to be adding some of those speckled eggs from Dollar Tree, and I think it's perfect for this space. I was thinking about adding a little bit of a greenery wreath to the bottom, but it did not fit, so I decided not to add it. Now I'm going to be swapping these flowers out because once I put them in, I wasn't loving the way they looked, and I swapped them out for this, I think it's called Baby's Breath. I got them at Dollarama several years back, and I thought they looked perfect once I added them to this picture right here. I like to add a lot of pops of green in any of my decor. I just think it makes the whole room look more bright and cheerful and very cozy. Now, at this point, I still felt like the hutch needed a little something, so I added a sign behind my cloche with eggs. And I think this turned out so nice. I just love the way this hutch looks. next I'm going to move on to decorating my tea card. This is another thrift store makeover that can be found over on my DIY channel. And I just love the way this tea card looks here. I would like to get maybe a small cabinet to go up against the wall, something in a natural wood tone, preferably very vintage looking. So it's going to be a while until I find exactly the way I had envisioned the piece in my mind. But I thought that would look really cute up against the wall. Originally, I thought to use it as a liquor cabinet. But now, since I'm going back into the daycare world, fortunately, I don't think that's gonna work. But I could still possibly put all my fancy glassware in there, or even maybe my snow baby collection wouldn't be a bad idea to put in there. The only thing is I wanted it to be lower, so I feel like putting collectibles in a lower piece is kind of pointless because you're not going to be able to see it. I am thinking about, we are considering finishing the rest of the basement, and I was thinking about getting those glass cabinets, floor to ceiling glass cabinets from IKEA, and putting all of my collectibles in there from Disney, and as well as my snow babies. So we'll see. Lots of things I want to add to this, well, not to this room, to my house in general, but this room, that is the cabinet that I would like to add. And it has to be fairly shallow, not very deep, because again, I don't want to clutter up too much area here because we do eat here almost every night. The last piece of furniture that I'm going to be decorating is my dining room table. So I just took everything that I did not use off, gave the table a good wipe down, and then I'm going to put the same table runner that I had before. I just love this one. I think it's perfect for this room, so I love using it over and over and over. And then I'm not going to make it too different than I did for my winter decor. I'm still going to use the same vase. I am going to swap out my what did I have in here? I forget what those things are called. They look like feathers. Oh, what is it called? If I remember, I'll drop it down. But I'm swapping it out for this greenery that I got last year. I think it was last year at Michael's. It's got like little green bulbs on it, and I just love the way this looks. I think it's perfect for spring. And then of course I am adding one of my favorite pieces that I purchased last year, and it's this wooden dough bowl candle. I just love this piece so much, and I try and use it as much as I can in my decor. To finish my decorating off, I'm just going to quickly Swiffer with my Norwex, dust with my Norwex, just to get rid of all the little decor pieces that have fallen down. And here it is. I think it looks so good. I love the little pops of green, the different textures that the wood and the tablecloth and then also the greenery bring into the space. And I could not be more pleased with the way my Hutch turned out as well. I'm very happy. I would love to know what you guys think. Do you think it screams spring and Easter, or is it just enough decor to give you that spring and Easter feeling without overdoing it? Either way, there's no right or wrong answer, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. focus of today, Decorate Me, is my living room, and I really want to freshen up the space for the spring. We just went through several snowstorms this past week, and I am really eager for spring-like weather to start. I still have several more spring decorate with me videos to share, so make sure you are subscribed for that. And if you are new here today, hey, my name is Sonia, and I really am happy you are here. And I hope that you all get tons of inspiration today on how to simply switch out your decor to give your home that spring feeling. We started by dusting my coffee table, and then I'm going to be decorating it. I will also be dusting all the other areas and decorating them, kind of going one after another. I typically like to have something large on this coffee table because it does not block anything like TV or anything like that. So this a lantern is perfect for that, and the coloring and the materials that this lantern is made out of is perfect for my current home style. I am mixing in a lot of metals, a lot of wood, and a lot of stone. And I really love how everything is turning out in my home with these type of materials. I also have a lot of black accents, and I like to incorporate that as well. And let's not forget all the little greenery touches that I'm adding. I love adding greenery, especially to spring decor, but generally in all of my seasonal decor. I think it just brightens up the space and gives it so much warmth. All the pieces that you see on this coffee table came from HomeSense, and I had them for several years. Again, this year I am trying to be really intentional with the different decor pieces that I'm adding, and really only shopping for items that I absolutely feel like I need, and trying to use up as much decor that I have in my house. I have been DIYing and making over a lot of pieces just to fit the new style of my home. So if you want to see all that, make sure you head on over to my DIY channel, where I share all the upcycles and makeovers that I do. And I also do love thrifted items as well, so occasionally I will add some of those pieces into my decor as well. On this little thrifted side table, I am just swapping out my melting pots. I love using melting pots, especially in the evenings, because I'm always so worried that I'm going to forget to blow out the candle. And I have this thing set up on a timer where it turns on at 4 o'clock and it turns off at 11, so I don't have to worry about it staying on. And then this urn has my old dog in it, and it has to stay in this room since this was dog's room. He always slept in this room, so we always keep it here. I did try to move it into my office on my shelf, and the family did not appreciate that. I really wish I knew how to describe my style of decorating. Aside from just saying it's my style, I like mixing all type of different decor, from modern to farmhouse to country cottage type of styles, and kind of pulling it all together and making it work for me. And I absolutely love how everything turns out, and it makes me happy. And I think that's pretty much how the decorating should be. You shouldn't, do something because it's popular. You should do something because it makes you happy, and if that happens to be because it's something that it's very popular now, so be it. But the number one reason should be that it makes you happy. I spend a lot of time in my home. I don't work outside of my home, so having rooms decorated in a way that make me happy is very important to me. this is a perfect example of mixing different types of decor pieces. Some are thrifted, like those candle holders, to my DIYs, like that rabbit, the tulip, and the big vase. I have DIY'd all those items. And then the greenery, that the big leaves that are in the vase are from a local store called Dublin Mercantile, and I love it, although I do feel like I might swap this out for some different branches, maybe something with lots of smaller leaves. But you will have to stay tuned for that, because I'm sure I'll share that maybe in my home tour if I swap it out, or later on when I'm gonna be taking some of this Easter stuff off and leaving just spring decor. So here is my mantle. I do need to buy a fatter candle to put into that candle holder instead of adding two together to create a taller one. So I would like to find one about the same height but a little bit fatter. This side table here typically stays the same. I do display some of my pictures from my kids when they were little, and then I just add some sort of a decorative piece in the middle. I do like adding some pictures into my decor. I don't necessarily like to decorate with just pictures. So here everything is. I was looking at my mantle and the carrots were just not working for me, so I ended up taking those off and adding this ball that was all wrapped up in some rope, just to add a little bit of warmth, more warmth to the mantle. Let me know what you guys think. It has the Easter touches, but it's not screaming Easter like sometimes I used to decorate. I'm kind of stepping back a little bit, but I still want to swap out the decor, so I'm including a little bit, but not too much. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Decorating in a little bit of a different area. Usually I start off either in my family room or over in the front foyer, which I will be getting to in just a little bit, but I wanted to start in my mudroom. Now, if you follow me over on Instagram, you probably saw that I was talking about restarting home daycare, so I wanted to get this room cleaned up because the kids were coming, and I also wanted to add a couple decor touches to it, nothing too much, because obviously I need to use the space, so I didn't want it to cover it up with a whole bunch of decor. So I'm putting this boot tray back, and I am adding my rain boots on it. I just thought that would look so fitting for this room. I'm also I've added the wreath back on. I've had that wreath on during the winter decor, so I added that back on. And I also picked up the sign last year at Dollar Tree. I was going to DIY it, use it and kind of repurpose it, but I decided that it looks really cute just as it is, so I decided just to use it in my decor instead of taking it apart and creating something new out of it. And then in the corner, I just added a decorative pillow. This pillowcase I did DIY I think it wasn't last year, I think it was year before. And then the watering can came from Dollarama, and the flowers I'm adding came from Michael's. And I think this will just add the little bit of spring touches into the room without overcrowding it. I did have to bend the flowers a little bit just because I felt like they were sticking out too high up and it would be too easy to knock it down. I do love how airy and bright this room feels now, and a little bit of spring touches just added enough decor to make it feel welcoming and give you those spring vibes, spring and Easter vibes. Next room that I'm going to be working on is my foyer, and I am just going to be decorating this console table. This console table was a thrifted item. Actually, I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, so secondhand item, and I had made it over. The full video is on my DIY channel, and I just love the way it turned out, and I think it's perfect for this space. I did have to add some feet to it just to make it a little bit taller because it was sitting flat on the ground. So I gave it a little dusting, cleaned off the mirror before I added decor back onto it. Whenever I'm decorating, I like to add different textures by adding different types of materials to my decor. So I've got the wicker basket, the metal truck, and then I'm also adding some blankets as well as some greenery. So lots of different textures, and I just think it makes the room feel so cozy when you mix up the different textures, different materials.
Just wanna get to know you. I know you
So this sign that I'm going to add is another sign from Dollarama and Dollar Tree, and I just love the way it looks, so I wanted to incorporate it. The basket that holds my blankets and the pillow came from Marshall's or HomeSense. Ours are together. So, and then the little metal truck, galvanized truck, came from a local small circle Dublin Mercantile. The carrots that are inside of it came from HomeSense, and this basket and the greenery came from Dollarama. So very affordable decor that I'm adding. And I want to add decor. The Easter decor that I'm adding is very easily swapped out once the Easter's done for spring decor, or simply just removed, and what's left just stays as is, so that way I don't have to do a lot more redecorating once the Easter's over, but we're still in spring season. I am going to be adding some eggs to this bowl, so I added some green moss kind of to resemble the grass in it.
I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been. I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you go. Yeah, just give me one more chance.
I did end up swapping the black little bowl with my little plant. Just found that it looked better this way.
That I'm lost without you. I'm not.
Bunnies came from HomeSense as well, and so did the olive tree and the lantern. HomeSense is pretty much the only place that we can get great decor pieces in my town. There is Urban Barn, but I don't often go because it's not really in anywhere I go, so it's kind of out of the way. So I always just find myself shopping at HomeSense, Michael's, and of course Dollarama has great pieces to fill in all the decor, little decor pieces to fill it in. I love the little greenery that Dollarama sells. It's a great filler for decor. And here it is. I just love how inviting this table looks. Turned out a lot better than I anticipated, and I'm very happy with it.
You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if
Next room that I'm going to be working on is my family room. I wanted to include the family room with some other spaces just because there aren't a lot of decorating spaces here. Since we had redecorated and redid a whole overhaul of the family room, I am left with a table and a side table that I can decorate. My mantle has TV on it now, so I cannot decorate on top of it anymore because then you wouldn't be able to see the TV. But before I started decorating, I wanted to, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar, but those that haven't tried this, these lint rollers work great on pillows and the couches to get dog hair off. And if you are not familiar, also I have two extra large breed dogs that are very hairy and they leave hair everywhere. So I do this several times a week. I also have a Norwax, a little brush that I use as well. So I just kind of alternate what I'm using, and depending on whether I'm planning on doing a full vacuum on that day or not, that's what it depends on what I'm using. So usually I use a roller if I had vacuumed the floor already, and I'm just trying to pick up a little bit of hair off the couch, I'll use a roller. But if I'm doing full-on deep cleaning and I haven't had a chance to vacuum, I will use a brush and I'll just brush the hair off the couch and onto the floor, because I will be vacuuming the floor later on. So before I decorate the table and create a little vignette on it, I wanted to give it a good dusting. I had recently picked up this vase at HomeSense again, and I just love how it looks, and it's perfect for this space because it's not too tall, and because I don't like having things that are awfully tall here, because I feel if I'm sitting on a couch it's kind of interfering with, or laying down on a couch, it's interfering with my TV watching. I am adding some flowers to it. I picked these up at Dollarama a few years back, and they look so great, so real-like kind of, I think that's the word, and I think they're gonna add such an awesome pop of color into this space. I am adding some of my book stack, and then I'm going to add, I want to add some twine carrots. I picked these up. I went for something else to Michael's and they had these on clearance. I think I paid like $2.50 for all three of them. I thought it was a great deal. I also wanted to add a little bit of greenery, and this is the next item that I'm going to be adding is from Dollar, and this is what I'm talking about when I said the little filler decor pieces that Dollarama sells. I love these little concrete pots with greenery. They have all sorts of different ones, and they're such great pieces of decor to add to shelves, tier trays, or as a part of a vignette on a coffee table. I just love them. I have several different styles from them, and you can pick them up usually for about $4. So over on my side table, I just gave my lamp a little dusting. I get so many compliments on these lamps, and I always tell them that my dogs, Duke and Frank, got those for me for Mother's Day. They also came from HomeSense, and I just love them, and I think they are great for this space. I am adding some boxwood arrangement on here, as well as this geometric shape that I picked up all of it from HomeSense, as well as that bunny. Over here on my little reclining chair, I added a carrot pillow that I DIY'd over on my DIY channel. And this concludes my decorating for today. I hope you guys had enjoyed it. Let me know which room was your favorite, what you liked the most. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Hello everyone, my name is Sonia, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my spring home tour of 2023, and I can't wait to share it with you. I will be doing minimal talking, and if you want to know where anything came from, make sure you check out the description box where I will have all of the corresponding room videos linked down below so you can watch the whole process and where I got everything there. We are starting this home tour in my front hallway, and I am so very pleased with the way this turned out. I love my home sign. I had switched it back to green. I had changed it up for Valentine's Day, but switched it back. And of course, Duke and Frank are going to be very much part of this home tour, as all the other home tours that they are part of. They are very chillaxed and just enjoying the day. So over here I have my console table. This was a thrifted console table that I had decorated, and in this decorate with me I am sharing both Easter and spring. Maybe later on after Easter I will remove the Easter stuff and maybe add a couple more spring touches until it's time for summer. I have also not decorated my front porch yet because we still have about 4 feet of snow and things are frozen, so I am hoping to have that video out to you probably in the upcoming week or so. just a few items that have been added to this home tour prior to me decorating it are the gates. I am restarting my home daycare, so we had to install a couple gates. I also added a parent board to my garage door over here. But other than that, the only thing that's a little different than from the time that I have decorated is I swapped out the flowers in this watering can for forsythias, where I had some white flowers here before. Now I'm using those over in the kitchen. Now we are moving over into my living room, where I have just added this lavender tree for this home tour. I have just DIY'd this over on my DIY channel, and I will have my channel linked in the description box if you want to see how I did this for under $10. I was going for what to me is less is more type of video. I know this might be more than some people, but it definitely is a little bit less decor that I usually have on my fireplace. Now we are going to be going over into my formal dining room, which is to the opposite side of the living room in my house, and I absolutely love the way this room looks. I love the way my hutch turned out, lots of natural elements, and I think everything looks so good on the black hutch. And from here, we are going to move into my family room and then followed by the kitchen. And over above my fireplace is my TV, and I had found a YouTube video that has floral paintings. That's all it is, and it looks like one of those frame TVs. Sometimes even it has a frame. The video around it at Christmas time, that is what I was using, and I absolutely love the way that looks without spending the big bucks that those TVs cost. Over in my family room, I don't have very many areas that I can decorate, so I just added a few little touches. Now moving on to my kitchen, and as I mentioned in my kitchen decorate with me video, this kitchen is a work in progress. I am still learning what works, what doesn't, adding few pieces that I want them to be kind of staple pieces that stay in the kitchen all the time, and I just switch out maybe the seasonal stuff. but I'm still on the hunt for those pieces. I have picked up one, which is the wooden bowl that has the eggs in it, and I also had a friend make me these little cutting board trays for my soaps and the syrups over here. So those pretty much stay here all the time, and then I swap out most of the stuff here just because I'm still not 100% with the permanent pieces. I just love how the greens look against all the white that's in the kitchen. It's such a great pop of color. And I also like the way all the different wood stains look in this kitchen. So this is the bowl that I was talking about. I had thrifted this and I absolutely love it. And I would love to find some old cutting boards and couple just very vintage pieces that I can add to my kitchen. So this concludes my spring home tour of 2023. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you're stopping by for the very first time, I would love it if you considered subscribing and pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. And those of you returning, I want to say thank you so much for your continuing support. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. And don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this video and this home tour.